So, you want to start your build on a Polymer 80. Oh, stick around because I want to share you with my journey that I went through when building this gun and what you should expect if you do decide to build a Polymer 80. Because if they said that it was going to be easy, that it was going to start functioning right out the gate, it's clear. You're wrong. Because I went through a love and hate relationship with this before it was a firearm, and I wanted to throw it into the Mississippi River in the process of building it. When it wasn't even complete. When it looked like this. When it looked like this. When nothing was even cut out yet, I was going through the trenches. I wanted to throw this piece of junk into the Mississippi River. So, hey, stick around and we'll go through this together. So I want to start us off with on a good foot because I've got a lot of, not bad things, but like issues with this project. But the best thing for me after creating this Frankenstein was that I knew the entire ins and out of my weapon. I knew how to take it apart when I never knew how to do that. I was never a gun enthusiast. I was just a guy who played video games and liked guns and shot when I was younger. But this was really my first project, my first firearm. So to really go in and not know anything about guns at all, it was really eye-opening because it was frustrating. And that's who I wanted to target this audience to. Not to them gun nuts where it's like, you know, like you're like Demolition Rancher, you already have like 5 or 6 guns and you're already messing around with other pistols. I'm talking about the 20-year-olds that are broke and still live in their parents' place or are paying rent in like a beat down apartment. That's who I'm talking to. And you want to build a Polymer 80. Next, should you build a Polymer 80? Well, everyone has got their reasons. Me, I went in because I was like, it's a ghost gun. So like, why the heck not? So, but I went in with, you know, wanting to build a ghost gun, knowing full well what it is. It's legal. It's legal here in Wisconsin. Anyways, but I went in with wanting to build a ghost gun, but I came out with the knowledge of knowing my pistol. So that's the reason why I went in. Halfway through of a broken pistol, I was like, okay, this was supposed to be point A, but it's actually turning out to be point B. And like just actually knowing what to do with a handgun was my reason. Your reason could be completely different, you know? If you're, leave it down in the comment below. Why did you build your Polymer 80? You know, was it just another project for you? Did you already have a Glock 19 sitting around in your storage cabinet, but you're just like, you know what? Yeah, it's a fun project. It is a fun little project to do. So next would be know who you're buying from, I guess like parts wise. So this slide is from Rock Slide USA. I got it in the black with the no cutouts. They come with cutouts. I didn't really like the cutouts. But, and then the lower parts kit, which is like the trigger and everything like that, coming completed would be from MDX Arms. I think they're fine. I think they're fine. You could go all out buying an Apex trigger, but know that the pistol you build will be more expensive than a factory Glock 26, 19, 17. The builds are basically the same, just like the 17 and 19 would just be a little bit more extra holes. This one you only have to punch in 2 holes. But it will be relatively more expensive, maybe like $100, $200 more. But the flip side of that is that the versatility of a Polymer 80 is out the roof. Because, I mean, people who buy factory Glocks will mod the shit out of it anyways, and by the time you already do that, you're already in like 540, 50, something like that, and then you're gonna add like more comps, maybe a new barrel, maybe a new trigger. This, with the Polymer 80, you come in, you've already got nice stippling on it. I have no problem with the stippling. It feels great. One note to know about Rock Slide USA is that, from my experience, the barrels, as you can see, are not too great. The reason why I haven't changed it out because, you know, If it works, don't fix it. It's worked fine for me. I've never had the barrel malfunction on me. I've never had a round choke. I've had a round choke before. But the barrels are fine. It works. It's just that the coating of it is just not too good. Same goes with the slide. The coating on the slide isn't too good as well too. But there's a variety of slides out there and varieties of parts. So know what you're getting into. Now we get to the good stuff. What happens when you build your first firearm? It won't be your last. As you can see, it's not going to be the first firearm you buy. It won't. It's an expensive hobby. You're going to get into it, you're going to get excited, and you're going to buy a lot of guns. So Max, what are some problems that I may run into when building a Polymer 80? Oh, I've got a lot to say. Here we go. Jam. Jam. Please. Oh no.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
So my issue was the slide would not rack when I first built it. When I first put it together, it would not rack. 2, it was jamming like crazy because the slide wasn't, locking back all the way and catching midway. So to do that, I figured out that the locking block was sticking up. Like you see that now it's flush. Before it was boom, it was up there. It was bad. So it was just the locking block didn't sit correctly. So I had to just sand it down. I had to just refile everything down. So just make sure that everything is down to the bone. Not down to the bone, but like it's flush. Resolving that was just like I had no idea what was going on. So what we did was we just lubed it super wet. And we took it to the range. And it was malfunctioning like crazy. Every single shot was a bang malfunction. Shoot hot rounds. Maybe like 147s, FMJs starting out with. Maybe run 100 rounds through that. And then 100 rounds at 124. And then maybe 200 rounds of 115s. All in all, it took me about 600 rounds to get this thing cycling correctly. After like 300 rounds, it was shooting 1, 2, 3, and then jam. Lastly, I want to leave you guys with be safe with your firearm. When you do complete it, you'll be very happy, be very safe with it. Always know the safety precautions of it, because I know that there's a lot of controversy going around in the gun world right now. So please, we want to be able to, make this still a positive thing. So just be safe with it, be responsible, know why you're carrying it. Last thing I want to leave you guys with is, if you guys haven't reached out to a loved one in a long time, please reach out to them, just say hello. I think they would love to hear how you're doing. Or if someone that you haven't connected with in a long time, maybe it was a long-time friend that you guys lost connection with, just reach out, say hello. You never know what anyone's going through these days. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I hope this helped you out. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys can. That'll be a lot of support to me. And thank you so much.